and AI tools like ChatGPT or Perplexity, they will do the programming for us.
That's the answer I was expecting.
Sir, please unmute yourself, sir. Uday sir, unmute.
Right, got it. Got it. Yeah. Yes, sometimes in between we have to make, right. So if you know Jensen Huang, he's world's top NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA company founder. What he's saying today it's not about Python, it's not about Java, it's not about C++, because entire work is been done by AI, and maybe by year end it can do it, 100% of job of a software engineer. So current days programming language is not Java or Python, but current days programming language is prompting. Okay, prompting is current days programming language. The reason why it is biggest advantage for research or any other profession is, before and all, for us to do something, maybe we need some programming language. The roadblock was programming language, but now we don't have the roadblock. Anyone can be a programmer. Anyone can just use their natural language and they can ask anything and they can get answers. Now, why it becomes strength? Okay, why it becomes strength to us is, as of now, we are worried about Quillbot or GPT-0 or some other tools, but all those things does not matter. Okay? Everything would be in a second level. And also one more thing, we should, someone is asking whether I should be concerned about perplexity computer or whether I should be concerned about Claude Cowork. Claude Cowork or Perplexity Computer, it is just an advantage for us to take things in a much better way. AI will not replace your job. AI will not replace your business, nor it will replace your research. But a person using AI, a person doing research with AI will replace a person who is not doing research with AI. Okay, that's one quick thing. So now let's try to combine all these things. So I'm just going back to one core thing. Okay, a lot of times we work on 100 different tools but forgetting the core part. What exactly is prompting? Okay, prompting is the, you're just giving an instruction to that machine and that machine is giving you some answers. But the problem is we are asking in a more generalized way. Okay, we are not going very specific. Even if few people are going specific, they're asking one or two things, but there are few people who don't know prompting here, so I wanted to give a rough understanding about prompting. Okay, let's assume I have some skin issue. I'm going to one skin specialist. They're giving me some suggestion. Okay, they asked me to use a moisturizing soap. Now I went to DMart. Okay, in DMart I have 10 different types of moisturizing soaps, and the DMart person gave me one type of moisturizing soap. I've used it. It didn't work. Now case two, I went to another expert where this time he said I have to use moisturizing soap and also we need some serum in that moisturizing soap. Now I went to DMart. Out of 10 soaps, 5 soaps are eliminated now. Now I have 5 more soaps, 5 remaining soaps. Again, they gave me one soap. I've used it, but still it didn't work. Can someone answer why it didn't work? Can someone use the chat and answer? So even first time we went to some specialist, 10 soaps, one soap they gave it didn't work. Second time we went to another better specialist. He said, moisturizing soap plus serum, but still it didn't work. Why it didn't work? Can someone answer? Let's go core of AI, okay? So let's get into the core of AI. This is where things start changing. Why it didn't work? Can someone answer? Maybe it did not have the other necessary ingredient. Excellent quotation, Garu. Yes, wonderful. Not exactly apt chemical, additional requirements is needed. Great. Hanumanta Garu, great. Enavat Garu, wonderful. So whatever you said is right. Okay. Now I went to a third expert. He said moisturizing, serum, and also organic. He also said paraben-free, sulfate-free. Now, when I went to DMart, right, I have only two soaps with such combinations. They gave me that soap and it helped me to come out of my problem. The reason why I'm sharing you this example is, a lot of times when you're using AI, we are using like the first person. You're going to DMart and you're asking moisturizing soap. Okay. The problem with ChatGPT or any other AI tool is, even if you ask half question, still you get answer, right? But that is not something that we require. Sometimes, yes, we are slightly smarter. we say, moisturizing soap, we also say serum. Okay, we give one or two additional conditions and we'll get answer. But if you look at few people, same AI tool, but they're getting deeper output because the kind of instructions or the kind of depth with which they're asking is really wonderful. The reason why I'm again spending so much of time on this one concept is the current is programming language is prompting, prompt engineering, leave prompt engineering. Just say it in a simple way. It's more about prompting. It's giving instruction to that machine. If we don't master this art of prompting, right? No matter how many tools you use, it really does not matter because every time you go to a tool and you're asking something like, I need a soap with some moisturizing thing in it. Okay. This is one core thing. And also for us to understand in a more simpler way, before and all, we used to go to mobile shops. Now there are few mobile shops, but before and all, we used to have a lot of mobile shops. We used to say, please give me a mobile phone with good camera. And the mobile shop person used to give us a mobile phone and it used to have good camera, but ultimately they used to suggest a mobile phone where they get more commission. They might not suggest the best piece in their mobile shop because maybe they might get less commission. But case number two, I'm going to that mobile shop, I'm saying I need iPhone 17 Pro Max 256 GB black color. Now I'm getting a different sort of mobile phone. Even in the previous case, I have 1 lakh with me, but I'm just asking them some mobile. They're giving something where they get more commission. If you all remember mobile shops at the past type 1, where a lot of times, we used to go and ask, we used to take their suggestion because we didn't knew at that point of time, okay, what exactly to ask. Same thing sometimes the best doctor, the normal doctor difference is the best doctor keeps asking a lot of questions so that they can come to a conclusion. Then they'll give us the specific tablet. Same with, it's like you're going to a medical shop. You're not feeling well for many days, but you're supposed to use azithromycin 500 mg. But you're going and asking that pharmacist to give a medicine and for fever or something like that, and they're giving you some regular paracetamol. If you look at it in a larger perspective, in that medical shop, we have paracetamol. In that medical shop, we have azithromycin 500 mg as well. But the reason why they are not giving us is you're not asking in a specific way. Got it? Now, coming back to the core, normally, how do you people ask, okay, what kind of approach you use whenever you're asking to ChatGPT or any other AI tool? Can you please share in chat? What kind of prompts you give to understand something? You can just give some example as well if you are researching about a specific thing. How do you ask to ChatGPT or maybe Claude or Perplexity or any other AI tool? So I'll give you 1 minute of time. So I want each of you to just type and let me know what exactly is the approach. Okay, you're giving the keywords part. Great. I want that 1 or 2 lines that you're giving. I'm using Perplexity and I'm asking it to give me a research based upon last 5 years data. Great. Okay. I'm just saying to ChatGPT, okay, give me a research paper on COVID. Okay. Either research papers on topic. Okay. Got it. I'm using Perplexity. Okay. Got it. I'm using Claude. Got it. Again, I'm using ChatGPT voice mode. Great. You're also using ChatGPT voice mode. I'm a teacher. I want to frame a syllabus based on IIT. Suggest me a syllabus. Great. Suresh Garu. Great. Others? Act as a nuclear physics researcher and generate me applications oriented material science. Okay, got it. I'm using Claude because it is good for reasoning purpose. And I'm saying, Claude, please give me deep research insights. Great. So few people are saying, okay, they're using Claude, they're using Perplexity. And I see in general chat, give detailed literature review about a research topic. Suggest few, give me links of latest research papers. Okay. Give me a document on COVID-19. Great. When you ask about COVID-19, you have a lot of papers. Quantum computing. Suggest few topics. Okay. I want everyone to type. I want everyone to type because you might not get chance to understand things in reverse way. We'll do reverse engineering. I've attended yesterday's class. I've seen, sir has shared about semantic search and all those things. So I'm not touching those areas. We are going deep into ChatGPT and Notebook LM and a couple of other tools as well. I'm pretty much sure once you understand, how we are using this approach and how, what is the logic behind it, automatically things become very easy for you. Otherwise, if you keep asking the way you ask, right? Normally now, the way you're asking in chat, you're sharing in Zoom chat is not the right way. So if you use this approach and no matter how hard you work, still there may be other person who can get better results. Okay. First topic, then literature. Okay. Sources, got it. Give me a research paper about why Iran and US war is happening. Great. Index journal, got it, got it, right? If you see, a lot of people are asking in a more generalized way, right? Concepts and management related to engineering students, new topic, okay. Quantum computing, okay. I feel Dr. RVR sir's prompt is slightly better compared to others. We'll take the same prompt. Okay. Thank you everyone for participating firstly. So thank you Nagendra Garu, Israel Garu, Suresh Garu, Behra Garu, Hari Garu, Manemma Garu, Purushottam Garu, Saranya Garu, Koteshwar Garu, Kameshwari Garu, RVR Garu, Suresh Garu, and other people who texted me personally. Great. Solve the problem. Great. So now we are taking Dr. RVR sir's prompt. What sir said is, okay, let me. Okay, we are unable to copy this. But as a nuclear physics researcher, generate me the application-oriented material science. So now I'm using Dr. RVS as prompt. HIGPT act as a nuclear physics researcher and generate me the application-oriented material science. Okay. I just gave what Dr. RVR Garu gave because I found his approach is slightly better compared to others. Yes, there are 4 to 5 other people who also asked in a similar way like RVR Garu. But now let's see what kind of output we are getting. So if you look at this thing, so first we'll directly take this part, okay? So if you look at the prompt, right? Hey, ChatGPT, act as nuclear physics researcher and generate application-oriented material science related thing. Okay. Now ChatGPT is giving us few things. So core foundation, why nuclear physics matters, what is the structure, radiation part, okay, neutron physics, all those things ChatGPT is giving, right? This is how 95% of people ask ChatGPT. But as I said, ChatGPT is like that great medical software. You have azithromycin, Faned MG, and also you have paracetamol. It's all about how we are asking, right? Now, I'll just copy the same thing. I'm just copying the same prompt that Dr. Avi Agar gave. And now I'm giving it to ChatGPT and I'm adding another layer to it. Okay. What I'm saying, please act like world's top prompt engineer and try to reframe my prompt. Okay, I just added one extra line. Act like world's top prompt engineer and try to reframe my prompt. So what we asked was, please act like nuclear physics researcher and generate some application-oriented material science. But if you ask like this, it's like you're just asking, I want a moisturizing soap. It's not very deep. But I want to ask in a deeper way. But I don't have prompt structure. Okay. Can someone share what is the best prompt structure according to you? What is the best prompt structure? What all things should be there in the prompt structure? Even yesterday, Shishidhar Garu shared about prompt structure. Context, okay. Role, output, wonderful, sir. Thank you. Others, what is the best prompt structure? Keywords, okay. What is the best prompt structure? One person said right, context, role, output. That is one kind of approach. Any other approaches? Great, Suresh Garu, wonderful. Why don't we ask ChatGPT? Subject words, elaborate and minute details, okay. Giving ChatGPT role, okay. Right. So basic prompting would be you are giving context to ChatGPT. Okay, who am I? What exactly I'm doing? Then you're also giving a role to ChatGPT. What exactly it should act like? Then you're also asking some output. A lot of times the mistake is, we go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to explain. Please explain algebra. But who are you? Are you a PhD expert working with algebra? Okay, you're a PhD level expert. That is context. Second thing, what kind of role ChatGPT should take? Act like world's top algebra expert who is very famous in explaining algebra to students using real life examples, movie examples, and helping them get top, whatever marks in their exam, and give me a structured, output. Then answer would be different, right? Context, task, instruction, clarity. Wonderful. So compared to all your answers, Koteshwar Garu, your answer is better compared to others. But now let's assume there might be many prompting frameworks, and it's very difficult for us to remember all those prompting frameworks. But the core part here would be instead of you remembering everything or every prompting framework or do some prompt engineering part, just give your idea, okay, whatever idea you have, just give it and give one extra line. Act like world's top prompt engineer and try to reframe. Someone shared in a chat, what they said is, they said, ask ChatGPT directly. Okay, if you ask ChatGPT directly, it can give you a better prompt compared to your previous prompt. But if you say ChatGPT to act like world's top prompt engineer, just see the prompt. Act as world leading nuclear physicist and advanced material scientist working at intersection of nuclear interactions, material engineering with experience in energy systems, semiconductors, medical materials, aerospace applications. Objective, develop a deep application oriented analysis of how nuclear physics principles are applied in modern material science. Instruction, foundation mapping, explain key nuclear physics concepts relevant to nuclear forces, application domains, analyze in detail how nuclear physics is applied, nuclear energy materials, medical materials, aerospace and defense, mechanism and process, explain how nuclear level interactions work, case studies, advanced insights, future outlook, then output format, use structured sections, H2 H3 include diagrams. Got it? Now, what we are doing, we are copying the entire prompt, okay? We are copying the entire prompt and we're giving to ChatGPT. And just look at the output, okay? Just look at the output. This was output with a couple of lines prompt, okay? Just couple of lines, nuclear physics researcher gave me something related to application oriented. We got a generalized answer. Then people say ChatGPT is not good or Claude is not good or the thing, it's not great with respect to deep matters. But same ChatGPT with modified prompt, look at the output. Why nuclear physics matters, foundation mapping, radioactive decay, neutron interactions, cross-section part, right? Again, it is going very deep. Which one is good? Is this one good? If yes, type 1, or the second approach, wonderful. If second approach is great, type 2. If second prompt is great, type 2. If it is mind-blowing, type 2. Because a lot of people don't know to re-engineer the prompt, because no matter how many times you learn or how many books you refer, it's very difficult to remember each and every prompting style. But the greatest gift with respect to AI is you can ask AI itself to to act like world's top prompt engineer and help us. That is the reason why initially I gave that music example. Whenever I going and playing some guitar or piano, if you can observe experts patterns, right? Happy birthday song or some other song, try to observe those patterns. It might be C, B, D, C, or if it is strings, D chord, C chord, whatever it is. And that is pattern recognition. Second thing is pattern utilization, right? That is what we are trying to do when we are playing music. We are trying to observe some experts' patterns and we are playing. But with respect to research or with respect to any other work, the problem is those experts will not share their patterns with us, correct? That was the problem till now. But now with AI, we can extract those patterns and we can use it. What is this super prompt? The super prompt is something like we are trying to extract how world's top person would be using ChatGPT or how they would be asking ChatGPT with respect to this research part. Great. Perfect. Second one is great, right? This is one of the best kept secret that a lot of people don't know. So we keep pushing ChatGPT hard, trying to ask things in a generalized way. But once when we ask ChatGPT in such way, it becomes very, very easy for us. Understood? If yes, type one. If it is mind blowing, type one. If you're learning something, type one. Can we do the same thing in Claude? Yes, sir. Definitely we can do the same thing. It does not matter if it is ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. It's all about what input you're giving, right? That's what we were trying to share. The programming language of current day is prompting. So it's just about prompting. If you're giving it automatically, it becomes very easy. Okay. I see very few people are typing one. Others, are we there? Perfect. Because I'm taking a lot of time and trying to help you with respect to deep approach. I would be happy if you all can type. I see a lot of people, I guess your students won't type in your chat, I guess. That is the reason why you're not typing when I'm asking. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Can we use the same thing in anywhere you can use the same approach, okay? This is one way, okay? Another approach, now it is going very deep and it is helping. A lot of people gonna complain about humanizing, right? It's difficult. AI detectors are able to detect things and all. Let's assume I'll take the same example. So nuclear physics. I'm just copying the same thing. So I copied the same thing generated by AI. And now what I'm saying is act like world's top prompt engineer and help me humanize the above text so that no detector can catch it. Because the problem with humanizer tools and all those tools is it is premium, right? They will give you 15 or 20 documents for free, but post that it becomes difficult for us. But the here you can just paste your text and you can just add couple of lines here. You can just say to ChatGPT, so now you want this to sound fully human, natural, undetectable by AI detectors, while still depth keeps same. Automatically, whatever we give, it is trying to humanize and it is giving the output. So from here itself, you can also humanize things. Okay. Again, we're trying to copy someone else's work and trying to you know, uh, submit would be a wrong thing. But yes, we are understanding what they are giving. And it's always a good thing to go back and write it in your own words. But yes, sometimes you can also use this kind of approach. We are asking ChatGPT itself to humanize. Okay. Now, quick hands-on. I want you all, okay? I want you all to go back. I want you all to go back and whatever prompt that you're given, right? One or two lines prompt, go give in ChatGPT and add this one extra line, okay? Add this one extra line. Act like world's top prompt engineer and try to reframe this prompt. And whatever super prompt that you get, try to paste it here. If this chat box cannot accommodate that much space, still it's okay. Once you're done, type one here, okay? So quick hands-on. I want you all to go to ChatGPT, whatever prompt that you gave. I want a research paper on COVID-19, or I want a research paper on nuclear physics, or I want a research paper on any other thing. Till now, we were asking it that way, right? Now I want you to ask the same thing to ChatGPT, but add one extra line. This extra line is act like world's top prompt engineer and reframe the above prompt. Okay. So just gave in the chat box. So whatever you asked till now, ask the same thing, but add this one extra line and let me know if you are able to generate a deeper prompt. Okay. Because that is where you get deeper results. It's not just about research. It can be anything. It can be for any topic. If you're teaching something with respect to physics, you can just share, act like India's top mathematics expert and help me teach algebra with some cinema exam with cricket or with some XYZ. You'll get that out. Okay. Your screen is perfectly visible, sir. Maybe your internet might be lagging. Yeah. So once quickly complete this activity. So we have 1 more minute of time. Then we'll go with the second topic. Okay. Can I do with Claude? Yes, you can do with Claude as well. Gemini also said. When do we use Gemini? Gemini generally when we use when we are working with Google ecosystem, when we want uh, Gemini to work with our drive files and all those things. Gemini is great. Deep research, writing part, yes, Perplexity is great. Claude is great with respect to writing. For general purpose thing, again, ChatGPT is great, correct. Can we use, okay. Yes, you can also use three-step prompting. Three-step prompting is more about no context, what is the role, and what is the output that is required. Great, I'll wait for some time. So once you are done with the type 1 here, or if your super prompt is fitting in this chat box, you can share it here. Otherwise, you can just type 1 once you're done. Okay. Because this is very important. This can be a core for whatever AI that you'll be using going forward. Yeah. So act like words the prompt is there, and you have to click enter in your ChatGPT, then you'll get that output, right? That is what you have to paste it. Okay. You are pasting a quick prompt here. This prompt you have to paste in ChatGPT. Great. This one is really wonderful. Right, Dr. RVR sir pasted right. Fixed space quantitative assessment of trace and toxic elements and beach sediments of Vishakhapatnam coach. Right? When you are asking in this format, your results would be mind-blowing. Okay. You're already in the top 5% of the category. Right, others, okay, Devaras are done. Krish Garu done. Saranya Garu done. Okay. Assume the role of a leading expert in embedded systems and technical writing, generated conscious, well-structured and publication abstract. Okay. Abstract. Okay. Right. So Yogesh Garu, whatever prompt you're given, right? Give the same prompt and ask, give one more extra line. Okay. Just say, act like world's top prompt engineer. So let me take this one. So what generally happens is whatever you ask is right, but it can be slightly deeper as well. Hey ChatGPT, assume the role of a leading expert in embedded systems and technical writing. Generate a concise, well-structured and publication quality abstract on the ESP32 microcontroller. The abstract should highlight its architecture, key features such as Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, performance capabilities, and its significance in IoT applications. Ensure the language is formal, technically accurate, and suitable for inclusion in a research paper or a project report. Limit the abstract to 150 to 200 words. Okay. So whatever Yogesh Garu gave, we're giving it to ChatGPT now. So this is a wonderful prompt again compared to what others have given. But what we can do is we can make it slightly better by saying act like words top prompt engineer and try to reframe the above prompt so that I can get world-class level output. I just gave one more extra line with the same thing. Okay. Now So what ChatGPT is saying, your original prompt is descriptive and informational, but it is not optimized for depth, structure, or expert level output. If you understood this part, type 7. Okay, if you have understood this part, type 7. Even though this prompt is really great, and once when you ask to ChatGPT, you'll get a better output. But what ChatGPT is saying, it is not optimized for depth, structure, and expert level output. So even after you spending so much of time and hard work in giving this prompt, we are missing these things. So if you give the same prompt, what will happen? Automatically our output would be coming in, but it will not be that deep. But once when we add one extra line, act like world's top prompt engineer, it will optimize for depth, structure, and also expert level output. Now you see what world-class prompt engineers do. They assign role, output depth, structure layers, use cases, comparison, insights, application, real-world technical strategic view. Same prompt, role act like world-class embedded system architect, IoT engineer with deep expertise in microcontrollers. Objective, provide a comprehensive application-oriented thing. Instructions, almost gave 10 instructions. Understood? Are you understanding? Great. Real, okay, great. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Dr. Kondi Reddy garu, wonderful, sir. It's very deep. Dr. Smita garu, again, you gave a general prompt, you gave a good prompt, but you have to add a couple of other lines, okay? Same thing, add next line, add like world's top prompt engineer, and give me a super prompt. So the same thing will be refined, okay? Just like how we have done it, using Yogesh Gar's example. Dr. Behera garu, again, same. Provide recent research papers on non-linear differential equations. Okay, so Dr. Behera garu said this part. I said again, act like well, stop prompt instead. So whatever Dr. Behera garu said, I just added one more extra layer. Now see, it will be a different one. Okay, yeah. 1 minute. I have to first ask it. Okay, we'll go with this one. Provide recent last 5 years research papers on non-linear differential equations and their applications in physics, biology, or engineering. Focus on high impact journals. Now ChatGPT please act like world's top prompt engineer and try to reframe the above prompt to get world-class level output. So if you see what Dr. Sir asked, is this prompt, what ChatGPT is saying? It's a good prompt, but it's just an informational level request. We will upgrade it to a research director level prompt that forces AI to think like PhD researcher and a literature reviewer and analyst, because ChatGPT and all these AI tools are fed with a lot of data, right? The deep you ask, the better kind of output you get. Same like moisturizing soap plus paraben free, sulfate free, plus a serum plus organic. Otherwise, this one is more like moisturizing soap. Now we got a deeper kind of output. This is where you can ace in your profession using ChatGPT or any other AI tool. I really appreciate everyone. Instead of typing and fix prompt, yes, you can just give that prompt and ask ChatGPT to fix the prompt part. Okay. I guess my voice is clear, Dr. RVS sir. My voice is clear and screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir, you are clear and visible.
Perfect,
Thank
perfect.
you.
Yes. People who are facing problem, please check your internet connection.
Maybe there may be problem from their internet side, sir. From
Correct,
their
correct.
end.
Yes, yes. Yes, act like world stop prompt engine and try to fix your internet and the voice part. Can we do it with Claude? Yes, same thing with Claude. Everywhere it works. Great, 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 great. Understood, everyone? Done with this assignment. If it is wonderful, type 1. Almost I spent 40 plus minutes here because I think no other person who would be coming in, they'll go this deep. They might give you prompting frameworks, but logically, how many things you'll remember? It's difficult, right? I dealt with thousands of people, and this prompt reengineering framework really worked wonders to a lot of people. So this is my secret to all. So the first thing is pattern recognition, pattern utilization, pattern creation. How can we use it? We are using it directly in ChatGPT, trying to pull these things. And second thing, how can we use AI tools in a different way, in a deeper way? Again, I'm going to same free tool. Free ChatGPT is free, right? There are a lot of other tools where I'll share a PPT, but yeah, I'm saying to ChatGPT, okay, hey ChatGPT, I'm into research, so especially I'm into physics research part, and I want to understand how top 0.00001% of people who come on to ChatGPT use ChatGPT for research purpose, how differently they are using compared to regular researchers, what kind of different results they're getting, how they're able to ace in their research, why they're getting that kind of quality outputs, what kind of questions they are asking, what kind of follow-up questions they are asking. This is one mind-blowing second secret again. I'm asking ChatGPT. What I'm asking it, please say me what top 0.01% of people are doing on ChatGPT with respect to research purpose. How differently they are using, what kind of questions they are asking, what kind of follow-up questions they are asking. Just see, normal researchers ask, explain quantum field theory, right? We have seen a lot of comments just before some time. Most of us are asking same thing, explain quantum theory, okay? More of generic. But top people are treating ChatGPT as their thinking partner, hypothesis generator, system builder, pattern analyzer. They co-create knowledge with it. So how they're using? They use it for thinking, not just answers. Okay. So top researchers, they don't ask for answers, they're asking for reasoning. Example, explain superconductivity, right? A lot of people said the same thing before. Now, act as condensed material physicists, break superconductivity into steps. They break it into layers. So step-by-step layering, fundamentals, literature mapping, contradictions, gaps, novel hypothesis. They use ChatGPT as hypothesis engine. Okay, a lot of other things they iterate. Understood? If yes, type 2. Okay, I'm not reading all those things. I'm not reading all those things. So again, it broke what top people are doing into 7 steps. So next time, whenever you're asking something, you can also give this prompt. Okay, this is also one sort of prompt framework. Instead of you saying act like world's top prompt engineer, you can also give this framework. But again, I would suggest always give that prompt. In that way, there are many ways. Okay, act like world's top prompt engineer is one good way to use. Otherwise, you can also ask in some other way, but we want it to be deep. Okay, that's our agenda. So this is where we can ask to ChatGPT. Okay, this is where you can ask ChatGPT to go slightly deeper and help us with respect to what exactly we can, we want to extract or what is the output that we are targeting. Great. Perfect. Now, let me quickly go to my PPT and then we'll go with other two. If you learned new thing, type 1, if this will help you, if you can be outstanding, if you can get it to the next level with this sort of prompting, just type in. It's not only about submitting some research report, okay? It's also about how you are teaching to your students, right? So the way you teach to your students also will change if you ask, right? You can take any topic, you can ask ChatGPT in this way, you'll get some mind-blowing outputs. I have people across the world, a lot of people, let's assume, hey ChatGPT, I am a math teacher teaching algebra to class 10 students. But a lot of times 60 to 70% of them understand very well. They get 90% plus grades. 20% understand in an average level. They get somewhere between 60 to 80% grade, and 10% will never understand. They're just passing exam by mugging up. But I really don't like my students to mug up things, and I'm putting in a lot of efforts to simplify things and explain to my students. But no matter how hard I work, and I'm getting only few examples to help, few simple examples to connect with. Can you please act like world's top algebra expert who is very famous in getting 100% results where students are getting more than 90%, where 90% of students in class are getting more than 90%, where teacher is able to explain with real life examples using cricket, cinema, and all real life examples in a fun, engaging way, and give me a material, okay? So give me material so that I can help my students in a similar way. Now I'm not saying act like world's top prompt engineer, and I'm saying act like world's top mathematics algebra expert, okay? Who is very famous in explaining things with real life examples and all those things. I said my students 60 to 70% category are strong, 20% are not, average level, 10% are just passing. Automatically, now ChatGPT is trying to explain algebra with some Bahubali story. So each soldier needs one sword. Each sword costs 500 rupees. Cricket analogy. Imagine IPL, 6 balls, runs scored. Avengers Endgame example. Again, it is trying to connect with something else. This is one superpower again to all faculty, because no matter how hard you work, you can generate only few examples. But here you can generate any number of examples. But that is not what we want. We want examples that should be fun, engaging, and where we can get results for people. So just change couple of lines your prompt, act like world's top algebra expert. Automatically things start changing from there. I hope this is clear. If it's clear, type 2. Okay, this is for regular one. Okay. If you are working on a poet for a research paper, same thing, ma'am. Whatever you're asking, just say, please reframe like world's top poet or whatever research paper that you're working on. Okay. Great. So this is a regular way how we use ChatGPT and all those things. But yes, now we have something called as deep research. Okay. Deep research is a place where it is helpful for researchers. Okay. So it will take good amount of time. So for you to work, it might take, so around 30 minutes back, I gave this thing. I just said, I just gave one, yeah, I just said analyze pricing data limits and coverage across mobile carriers, identify where customers get best value and where costs are rising. I gave a general prompt, okay? It's a very generalized prompt. I didn't say act like world's top prompt engineer. I didn't use a deeper prompt. I just gave a general prompt. ChatGPT worked for 30 minutes, okay? Normal question, here whenever we asked, we were getting output in 1 minute. But when we're using deep research, it takes 30 minutes. Sometimes it can take 45 minutes. And now just see, it is giving 19 citations, 254 searches. So let me explain what exactly ChatGPT did. After 31 minutes, it completely, gave a deep summary with respect to mobile carrier value, pricing, and all those things. So whenever you want to use something, okay, for research purpose, instead of asking in regular chat, you can use this feature called as deep research. So give a deeper prompt and just leave it for 30 or 45 minutes. Automatically, it will give you a very, very deeper document. Just see here, compared to all the previous ones, the kind of output that we got here is very deep. So first, executive summary, top value picks by user profile, light users, moderate smartphone users, scope, data sources, methodology, normalization, methodology part, plan pricing, so coverage network part, visuals, costs are rising, limitations, assumptions. So it is working very deeply and is giving us answers. In a similar way, we can also use Claude. So let me go to Claude. So just see here, this time I asked in a deeper way, okay? Act as world-class AI researcher, futurist, and academic advisor with deep expert in AI, research methodology, and innovation systems. I want you to provide a comprehensive and structured, a deep analytical report on how artificial intelligence is transforming the future of research across academia, industry, and scientific discovery. So we use this super prompt, and approximately after 13 minutes, researching 530 sources. Okay, 530 sources. It can happen when you're using deep research part. Okay, when you're using normal part, it will not go for 530 searches part. Now we got entire thing. So how artificial intelligence is rewriting the rules for research, the foundation, what defines traditional research, how AI augmented research differs, what critical limitations AI is addressing, time, bias, cost, access. So AI is transforming every stage of research. So problem identification, literature review part is changing, hypothesis part is changing, data analytics is changing, AI research tools ecosystem, the general purpose AI assistance for research, case studies. Just see the output. This is very deep compared to a regular one, because whenever you are using this deep research, right, it will go very deep. It will, search across the web. It will go through many things, and then it will give us this sort of output. It is also giving source pages as well, okay, from where we got that output. You can just go and verify from there. Just like Perplexity is also giving you source, from where it is searching, how we are getting output, and all those things. And again, all these things we can use in free way. Okay, all these things we can use in free. That is ChatGPT, or even with respect to Claude, we can also use Perplexity. Again, for those who are using Perplexity, regular Perplexity is great. Again, if you are using Perplexity Pro, answers would be deeper. But this is where a game would be changing. Perplexity computer, it is available in only Pro and Max use, for Max users. Here, if you're giving some document, if you're asking Perplexity computer to analyze things, it can analyze the entire thing. It can give graphs. It can go very deep, as a research assistant would be doing. Okay. As of now, even I don't have the premium part, but yes, it works only in Perplexity computer, only in the premium part. But it will do crazy work compared to regular Perplexity. Okay, it will do very, very deeper work compared to regular Perplexity. But yes, answers will be like very, very deep. Screen is perfect. Sir, my screen is clear, right, Dr. RVR garu?
Yes, sir. Please clear.
Then perfect. Yeah. So please check your internet connection. So now let me go back to my PPT. So I'll quickly run through PPT. I don't like going through PPTs, but yeah. So why we are using AI and all those things as of now? Because a lot of times when we work, or when we spend too much of time in our research, we waste time with respect to searching things. But here, with respect to AI, when AI comes into picture, we can spend that time in thinking, right? So literature is exploding very fast compared to any other time in the history. We are spending a lot of time. We used to spend a lot of time, right, in searching, reading, coding, and writing. But now AI can reduce all those things. And yes, we have this hallucinations part, plagiarism part, and over-reliance part. But yes, if we can balance those two things and take it forward, then AI can be one of the greatest advantage for us. So yes, now the learning outcomes, we're trying to identify the right tools for different purposes. So we have seen one easy tool. For traditional research cycle, first we used to go with the topic selection, then literature review part, then we used to go with gap identification, methodology design, data collection, and all these things. But now AI is supporting you with searching faster, reading deeper, analyzing patterns. This is where I was trying to stress, right? Pattern recognition, writing better drafts, improving clarity, managing citations, analytics part. So quickly, so with respect to AI research landscape, now we are using something like semantic research. Yesterday, sir has showed with respect to semantic research part. We're able to compare multiple papers. We're able to extract all those things, and we're able to quickly take things forward. This is very important. General large language models like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini, it's very good, right, with respect to brainstorming or outlining, rewriting or summarizing or explaining. It is good for all these areas. And yes, we have something called as deep research feature. Once when you use deep research feature, again, Claude also becomes powerful, ChatGPT also becomes powerful. But comparatively, when we use something like Perplexity Pro or Perplexity Computer, it gives us exact up-to-date information, especially with respect to literature. We have tools like Elicit, Consensus, right? Yesterday we have seen corrected papers, but generally these tools are premium. After 10 or 15 papers, we have to go for the premium part. But still, with respect to deeper research discovery part, all these tools are really great. And already we are using Perplexity and we are already using Semantic Scholar. So it helps in finding, mapping, validating literature. Then, with respect to document intelligent tools, very famous tool, Notebook LM, and then we can also go with Claude, Chat PDF, and all. But yes, Notebook LM is one of the greatest gift that is helpful for researchers. Maybe after 10 minutes, I'll quickly jump to Notebook LM part. So yes, here a lot of times people call me and ask me for AI humanizing tools, or they just copy paste things and they just want to submit directly. Before and all, it was easy for us to use all these detectors and humanizers, and we were able to submit our research. But now, on the opposite end, people are also very smart. Detectors are also becoming very powerful. So it's always good to use AI as your guide. Okay, it's always good to use AI as your helping person or as your expert. AI will help you, but then you try to understand. You try to write in your own language. You try to submit. Otherwise, what would happen? Maybe a couple of months from now or 3 months from now, already Cloud Cowork is there, but it is slightly going deeper. Cloud Cowork or Perplexity Computer, it can do better work. So if we just want to do copy paste work, we are already having this agentic tools where it can do that work in a slightly better way. So our core human work, our core our way of looking at things, our way of submitting things, that should not change. Okay, so just use all these things for research purpose, but yes, whenever you're submitting, whenever you're writing, try to use your own language, try to use your own way of writing. That would actually add a lot of value. Otherwise, Quillbot and all those things will help you, but your original thing will actually add lots of value. Okay. So again, with respect to key risks, risk, hallucination is there, bias is there, citation errors, over reliance. But yes, with tools like Perplexity and all, we can eliminate all those things. With respect to good prompt versus bad prompt, we have seen write my literature review on AI. A lot of people said in a similar way, but good use can be create a literature review matrix. Even few people gave this prompt as well, but even more better approach would be give this prompt, add one extra line. It is like act like world's top prompt engineer. You'll get a much deeper output because the size of prompt is very huge. I didn't add it here. Otherwise, we already seen it in the last 15 to 20 minutes. So with respect to literature part, if you see, normally with respect to Google search, it's keyword heavy, right? It's noisy. Filtering part is not that great. Evidence part is also not that great, right? Difficult to map. But now, especially when you look at semantic search or when you look at similar kind of tools, it is very good. It is going with respect to question-based discovery. We are able to link with respect to proper citations part, proper evidence, proper gap mapping, and all those things are there. So this is one very good advantage. This is one very good advantage with respect to literature part. And when we are coming to tools, our Indian tool, very famous tool, Perplexity, very famous to Perplexity for real-time searches. Just go to Perplexity. If you want to ask something, Perplexity is free. But when you want to do deep research part, right? Again, Perplexity Pro is really wonderful. Free version, you'll get a certain kind of output, but once we are going to the Pro version, it will be great. So if you're asking something to Perplexity, search, okay, regular search. Okay, it is asking me for Pro, but yeah. So normally, whenever you're searching something on Perplexity, automatically it will give you better outputs with respect to what exactly is happening and all those things you can find out. Let's assume I was asking something with respect to heavy metals price drop. It was giving me all the sources where the information came and all, and it will happen within seconds. So Perplexity is one very great tool where it can do things very quickly. So with respect to literature part especially, this tool can be very, wonderful. But yes, top researchers, they don't just use Perplexity basic version. They go with Pro, and now all people, especially someone going with deep work, they're using Perplexity computer. Okay, so Perplexity computer can work on files in your computer as well. Automatically, just like agentic workflow would be there. So slightly deeper tool, but yes, a lot of research part is automatically done by Perplexity computer directly. And then we have connected papers. Yesterday we have seen, right? Connected papers. We're able to connect to papers and understand things. Semantic Scholar and all these tools are very good with respect to literature part. But a lot of people ask this doubt, okay, why Perplexity is better compared to Google? So Perplexity, when you're asking something, it goes very deep into the question, okay? So it is directly searching something on web. It is also giving you where exactly answer came from, and also it is giving you next what exactly can be, the next thing that we should be searching. It is able to synthesize things, fast comparisons, follow up things, and all. So when to use Google products, when to use Gemini, or when to use any other product is when you want to work with Google ecosystem, then Google products are great, but once when you want to specifically work for research part, Perplexity would be great, okay? Uh, to simply say, let's assume I want to do some data analytics part, okay? Till now, what we were doing, I'll just give you some basic, okay? I don't have any data set, okay? I'll only try to create a data set. Maybe I'll just say name A, B, C, D, E, okay? We'll just say math, we'll just say science. We'll put it as 100, 50, 60, 70, 65, 55, 45, 80, 90, 70, 60, 50. Okay. Let's assume this is our huge data set. As of now, I didn't give a lot of data, but let's assume this is our data set. In your research, we always face a lot of data. We need to clean that data, ultimately analyze the data, and then we have to go for the decision making part as well. But now what happened? It's like a robo movie. Okay. We are like Vasikaran sir, the great scientist who's working on things, and ultimately, we could pull some data. But now we have Chitti beside us, right? Did you all see Robo movie? If you have seen Robo Type 1, if you have seen Robo movie Type 1, Robo first part Rajnikant sir's movie. No, exactly, it's like the same thing. A lot of people ask what exactly is happening with respect to AI. Before and all, we were like, Vasikaran sir, the great scientist. AI came into picture. Chitti can do anything. Chitti is very fast. Rajnikant sir is very sharp. But only Rajnikant sir is not a great scenario. Only Chitti is not a great scenario. But there is scenario three where Rajnikant sir plus Chitti, right? That would be a great scenario. This is what is happening, and why a lot of people are afraid is just see, I don't know, let's assume I don't know Excel formulas or I don't know what to do and all those things. There is one Gemini symbol on the top. Just go to Gemini. What I'm saying, please analyze the data. I just said one line. Okay. Now, what is your primary goal? Individual student rankings, overall class performance, select desired metrics, total scores, all four. I'm not using any formula. Okay. Let's assume you don't know data analytics part, you don't know what to do, you don't know formula, or you're stuck with some formula, or you don't know how to create dashboards. Okay. A lot of times people used to spend time on formulas or trying to understand data analytics part, but now just with a click, just with a click, it will be able to ask us some follow-up questions, and based upon that, it will create. So I will set up a complete student data analysis part. Calculate student metrics. Even if you want to know, have some formula, you can directly ask it from here itself. So if you see, it is giving us formulas and all these things, okay? Please create a dashboard. So same thing we also have in Claude. We have Claude for Excel. We have ChatGPT for Excel. ChatGPT also can do deeper data analytics part. Let's assume I'm just clicking on import. Okay, I'm just saving it. We are going to ChatGPT or any other AI tool. We are just uploading the file. Please analyze the above file. I just gave some small dummy data set, but you can give a larger data set as well because in our research, the data analytics also becomes a very important thing. So a lot of times we spend more amount of time on data analytics part as well. But here, simply you're giving some data, you can give it to ChatGPT or any other AI tool, it does not matter. Yes, Gemini in your page should be there only when you're having the premium part. But in ChatGPT or Cloud, direct data analytics part, you can directly do it for free. Okay, no need of going for premium. So ChatGPT is trying to understand what exactly is the file. So in a minute or two, we'll be getting the output. So till then, we'll go back to Gemini. Just say, yeah, please create a chart for the data for math and science course. If you are using Microsoft, automatically, you can use the Copilot part. Yeah, create a chart. Are you able to see it? It is directly giving us formula, what exactly to do. Okay. Add a column to sheet one. Are you able to see the chart? If it is wonderful, type one. I didn't type any formula. I didn't do anything. It was automatically able to create the chart. It is wonderful, type one. A lot of people don't have this idea. Okay. They again go back, they start creating things on their own. You need not know anything about Excel now. You need not know anything about data analytics. Okay. Yes. A deeper part, slightly we need to know. Otherwise, entire thing it is able to do. Okay. Maybe, I'm just asking Please create average score in math and science. The reason why I was mentioning Rajnikant sir's robo is this. Left side, you are asking something. I mean, left side, you are working. Right side, you are having this partner. What do you think? Okay. What do you think? What would be the possibilities in future? Till now, we are working late nights, right? So calculate average scores. Just see again. I just try to move it. Got it? Are you able to see the average score? I didn't type anything. I automatically got the average score part. I automatically got this chart part. In that way, you can ask anything, okay? You can ask anything. You can just say, please create a chart for student D and tell me about his performance. Even if you give some spelling mistakes, still it does not matter. So one of the important part with respect to research is data analytics part. Data, you just give data, it is only taking care of entire thing, not just giving charts. It can also give some detailed information as well, what exactly is happening, why it is happening. I'll also try to share that part as well. So now we asked about student T in specific and tell me about his performance it is trying to create. This is a very basic data, okay? We can give huge amount of data as well. First, for us to understand in an easier way, we thought of doing it, okay? Right, it is saying working on it. So once it is done, it will give. Yeah, we already got right. Student D 55, it is highlighting student D automatically. Once after it understands, it will give us some other data as well, what is happening with respect to that student. But automatically it is only, highlighting. I'm not even touching the left side part. I'm just working on right side. I'm just talking to Gemini. I'm not working on the actual data. Got it? Wonderful. Now we got student specific data with respect to T. If it is great, type 2 again. We are not even working. Let's assume you don't know formulas, you don't even know, how to work with Excel, but you're great with research, you're great with pulling out data, but you're always stuck with this one area. You can just use Gemini. You can just use Gemini. Just in case if you're using Geo SIM and if your plan is 349 rupees and above, you can get Gemini for free, 1950 rupees Gemini for free. Just go to My Geo app, type Google Gemini offer. From there, you can claim and automatically it will connect to your Gmail ID. From here, you can directly use Gemini. Okay, so let me, okay, ChatGPT is still working. Even in ChatGPT also directly you can, get that answer. Even in ChatGPT also you can upload and you can give me a report on about data. Okay, this is where we are using Gemini with respect to Sheets, Google Sheets. A lot of people, the biggest problem, yes, you write all the research part and all those things, but you want to change things slightly in your way. Okay. Now again, we are in Google Docs. If you're using Microsoft, it is Word. Again, we have Gemini here. Let's assume I have some data. Okay. Let us take some random data. We have this data, right? Maybe I'm just copying this data and giving to the Gemini again. Okay. Sorry, I'll give it here. Let me copy. Let me paste. Okay, so let's assume I gave some huge document, but I'm not understanding anything. I'm just saying, please summarize my talk. So instead of you going and giving it to Gemini in regular way, automatically in right side we have Gemini. Automatically right side we have Gemini, and from here itself it is creating a document. So here, it's talking about research, traditional research, and AI augmented research, but automatically it is able to summarize what exactly it is. A lot of times you might not understand the original document. So Gemini can be your, partner helping you what to do. So next, let's assume you research something, but you could only come till here, okay? You're unable to go forward. We're giving the same document and we are saying, please elaborate the next item, okay? Yes, please elaborate. Automatically, based upon your previous information, it is giving you what to do next. Would you like to detail summary of another limitation? Yes. Or please help me complete my talk. So based upon whatever thing that you're giving, if you see, automatically it added extra information. Automatically added extra information. So even a Gemini can work inside your documents, okay? So when to use Gemini? Whenever you want, whenever you want to work on Google ecosystem, whenever you want things to work on your own files, and you bring Gemini into picture, and it is as good as RoboMovie. And after looking at all these things, do you think AI is the advantage or AI would be a threat? It is an advantage type 7 if you feel it's a threat type 8. Because for me, I see like till now, we are working on our own. We are working, in the night. We are trying to do a lot of research and all those things. And if you're stuck, you have to go to your, some senior. You have to take their help. But now, when you're stuck, Gemini is just beside you. If you're stuck, Claude or Semantic Search or any other tool, it's just beside you. So what you can do in next 10 years, you can actually do it in next 2 to 3 years. That is how quick things are going forward. And whatever I shared is like level 1. Level 2 would be Claude Cowork and Perplexity Computer. Okay, it would be like mind blowing, but as of now, it is only available in the premium version. Okay, are you feeling confident? There is a reason I'm not saying 100 tools. Okay, there is no reason for you to learn 100 tools. Okay, there is no reason why you should learn 100 styles of prompting. You have to know a way where we can be able to create our prompt. Okay, we know they'll say, right, I'll not teach you how to catch, I'll not teach you some fish catching, but I'll try to, no, no, what exactly it is, yeah, I'll not catch a fish for you, but I'll teach you how to catch a fish. That is what we're trying to do. I'll not give you some random prompt. I will teach you how to create prompts. Once when you create prompts, it becomes very, very easy for you. That is where master license. Don't take me in a wrong way. Reading books and all those things might be irrelevant after 4 or 5 years, because the moment books get printed, by the time itself, that night itself, some other update is coming in AI. Okay, so I'll also try to share few places where you can go and you can learn all these things, because it's an ocean. I take more than 25 classes to teach all these things, but I'm just trying to share in quick 90 minutes or 1 2 hours. There is something called as open open AI Academy. Okay, in Open AI Academy, you can learn all things with respect to ChatGPT, what exactly is happening. Okay, how to use ChatGPT, new features, especially all our educators, right? How to use in education part. So you have mini courses over here. You can just go to OpenAI Academy and OpenAI Academy content part. You can just learn things. I'll just share this link here. In the same way, we have something called as Anthropic Academy. This is with respect to Claude. So whatever you want to learn, you can directly learn from Anthropic Academy. So here are different courses. So Claude for personal, for work, built with Claude, featured courses. You have quick tutorials as well, Claude tutorials, how to use and all those things. So this is Anthropic Learn. And one of my favorite is Google Skills. Google Skills. A lot of people don't know, and people won't share because they're afraid if everyone learns, it would be a problem for them, right? So Google Skills is one place where you can learn all things from here. Okay, they charge some minimum subscription per month. A lot of things are free, but yes, if you want to go slightly deeper and learn, especially research, click on research part. So you have AI for research and insights, 1 hour program. They also give you a certificate, Google certificate, AI boost bites and all these things. But yes, for the certificate part, they charge around 1650, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Like, I'm not sure about the pricing part. Okay, this one is less. It's only $1. But yes, there are different subscription models. But yes, this is one good place where you can learn a lot of things with respect to AI. Lot of things with respect to AI. Google Skills is one area. All these tools you can learn for free. Yes, Google Skills, only few things are free. Otherwise, it's premium. Okay, great. And I want to share my favorite tool, Notebook LM. Have you heard about Notebook LM? Anyone? Have you heard about Notebook LM? So I'm just opening Notebook LM. This is a place where we can talk to our own documents. Okay, we can upload any number of documents, any number of files, and we can start researching. So click on create new once when you go to Notebook LM. The best part about Notebook LM is, let's assume you went to one program, you have recorded that audio. Okay, you went to some research on physics, maybe research on some thermodynamics. You were just recording that audio. It's almost like a 2 hour audio, and obviously we cannot write entire thing, right? And you have one more document with respect to thermodynamics. You have a YouTube video with respect to thermodynamics. You have some image. In that way, you have multiple things. Okay, you have multiple things with respect to thermodynamics part. So what we can do in Notebook LMS, it will not hallucinate. The best thing about Notebook LMS, it will not hallucinate. You can just upload your files. Let me upload AIS research. Okay, I'm uploading one file with respect to AIS research, and then I'll upload another file. Okay, I'm uploading one audio file as well. Here you can upload multiple files, okay? Up to 50 files you can upload. And you can also use some web search as well. Maybe AI for research. You can also use this option, web and fast research, or also we have this deep research part. So I was training to Telugu people, so it is coming in Telugu. We can change it from here. Output language. Change it to English, automatically it will change. So it was able to give us few resources, Wikipedia and other places. So it gave us 7 places. Import. Now it will try to understand all these resources and it will give us a summary over here. Okay. Very, very wonderful tool. One of my favorite tools. So just trying to understand all those things. So it gave us information. From here, you can create audio overview, you can create slide text, video overview, what kind of video. A lot of people don't know about this update. Now we are able to create cinematic videos also with respect to Notebook LM. Once you're done with some research, you want to present it to someone, you can create cinematic level content and present to them. Okay, it will create better impression. So I'm just saying cinematic and click on create. It will start creating. We want reports, right? A lot of times we want reports, but again, report writing is a very big thing. Dr. RVR sir, asked me to share about report writing as well. But the best thing is once you create your research document, right? Bring it to Notebook LM and ask it to create a document. So what kind of document you want? You want evaluation framework, institutional strategy, conceptual map, or educational primer? Okay, I'm just saying I want a evaluation framework. Okay, I want a evaluation framework. Just click on that. It is creating. Click on flashcards. It will create flashcards. Click on infographic. It can create infographic. Click on quiz. It will create quiz. Click on data table. Okay. If you have some data that needs to be understood, you can click on that. Mind map. Again, it will help you. Okay. All those things are generating. For video, it will take 4 to 5 minutes as well. Audio will take approximately 2 minutes. PPT desk also will take around 3 minutes. Other things in 1 minute, it can generate. Okay. A lot of people, what they do in this format, they create some, okay, they give some, documents or audio files or video files or YouTube, video. Then we'll get some output. They'll click on all these output formats and they create all these things, mind maps and all these things. But what do top people do? Okay. Again, go back to ChatGPT. Hey, ChatGPT, I want to use Notebook LM like a pro. You please act like top Notebook LM expert and assume that I've given 20 source documents to Notebook LM and I got output. But now I want to do deeper research based upon that output. Please give me 10 super prompts for me to do deep research based upon Notebook LM. Now this will be crazy, okay? So I'm just going back there. So what we are saying, act as world-class research analyst based upon synthesized output from my sources, identify missing perspectives, unexplored areas, contradictions, assumptions, or next one, take the key themes identified in notebook output, break into subconcepts, explain mechanisms. I'll just take this prompt, go to notebook LM. Here we have something called as start typing, right? Just give that prompt here. Click enter. Based upon all these 20 sources that we gave, right? 10, 20 or whatever sources that we gave, it will try to check all those things and it will give a research kind of format to us. Okay. So searching your documents, analyzing your files, initiating deep dive, clarifying assumptions and direction. If you're able to see what exactly it is doing, you can see it over here. So it is developing detailed concepts, analyzing cognitive roles, expanding knowledge horizons, refining, okay, developing advanced insights, verifying external information. Now let's see the magic. We gave some rough data, rough information. It is converting into deeper one. Theme 1, Theme 2, methodological integrity. Theme 3, precision prompting part, multimodal technologies. Understood? So a lot of people don't do the second part. They give information to Notebook LM and directly they create outputs. But Notebook LM is like our personal ChatGPT kind of thing. Okay. Here you can talk to Notebook LM. Okay. Let's assume I'm not understanding what is accountability. Okay. I'm just going to Notebook LM. I'm asking what is accountability in research? It will answer, okay? It's like you are talking to your own PDF. Just like chat PDF, Notebook LM also can act in the same way. So you can talk to your own PDFs and it will give you answers. So a lot of times questioning, what is questioning? You're stuck with something or you need to go forward. You ask a question and get an answer. But a lot of times you ask a question, but getting an answer becomes very difficult. But here, you're doing your own research, you're giving it to Notebook LM, you're asking question, and it is helping us with respect to what to do next, or what exactly is the source document, or what is happening. This is a very good thing. Okay, notebook LM, you can use this start charting option. You can use all different sort of prompts. Yeah, we got in ChatGPT as well. The previous one spreadsheet I gave, it was analyzing the data. It gave overall performance, who is top, who is poor, entire thing. It was able to do just like what Gemini was doing. Okay, so let's quickly go back to where is ChatGPT part. Yeah, notebook LM. In that way, we have multiple prompts. We can just take these prompts and try to pull what exactly you want to take it. Okay. Now, just look at the magic. So I said I want a data table. So automatically, our information is converted into a table. Our information is converted into a table and it is trying to explain. So normally reading all those things will be difficult. But now if you see here, so Elicit is a research discovery tool, primary research stage, key features, perplexity, consensus, whatever information that you have given, it was able to convert into a table kind of thing. You can also use this quiz feature for us to, just answer quiz and try to understand where we stand. And we also have this mind map, one of my favorite thing. So once when you're done explaining it to other person is difficult, and opposite person retaining what you're sharing is also difficult, right? But here we have this mind map option where let's assume we are working on a tool called as we're working on this thing AI as a research copilot. So first, what are the core principles? So we are talking about accelerate thinking, human agency, scientific accountability, transparency. So AI research cycle, first the discovery and review part, semantic search, gap identification and all. With respect to deep reading, automated suggestions, insight extraction, data analysis, code generation, pattern recognition, drafting, what exactly is there. So entire thing is coming like a map. So whenever you want to explain to someone, you can directly explain in this format. Now I want to explain tools. So general tools, LM, ChatGPT and all, literature, intelligent tools, notebook LM, what are the risk and ethics. So entire thing is just like a map. So notebook LM can take your entire 20 documents and it can convert like a map for us to easily understand. Okay. And in that way, we have some infographic as well. Infographic is more like an image where entire thing would be like a summary. Just to give information, it can convert it to this format. You can share it with your people or your reporting authority. Entire thing can share it like an infographic. Reports. So we wanted a technical protocol validating AI performance, right? We got entire report here. Technical protocol validating AI performance. So first strategic context, definitions, constructing the validation protocol, performance metrics. Is it wonderful? If this report is wonderful, type one. We just asked technical report, we are able to get it. If you don't want that report, if you want something else, if you want conceptual map, click on that. It will create conceptual map as well. It will create conceptual map as well. No matter what sort of report you want, it can generate. Because a lot of times we have one kind of report in our mind, but maybe there can be some other kind of reports as well, or maybe we are not aware that those reports exist. So what we can do, just click on reports. First four would be standard for any notebook, it is standard. But second four would be based upon your input. Okay. So based upon our input, it is giving evaluation framework, instruction strategy, conceptual map. For someone else, it might be something else. So based upon whatever input that you're giving, it would be different. Let's assume I'll take another notebook. So let me go back to another one. So here, I was using Cloud Cover, so I created this one. If you go to Cloud Cover, if I click on reports, now see the first four would be same. Create your own briefing document, study guide, blog post. But now the second part is changing. Here, the second part would be changing. Here, when I click, here first one is evaluation framework. But in Cloud Cover, first one is implementation roadmap. Second one is institutional strategy. But here, operational framework. Understood? So based upon your document, based upon what you are working, automatically output would be different. Okay. Now we also got a presentation part as well. Okay. So if I click, I didn't create any presentation. Based upon my research document, I got quiz, I got flashcards, I got infographics, I got data table, I got mind map, I got presentation, I got audio file, I got video file. We're getting around 9 things. Okay. This never happened in the past. There is a reason why people love Notebook LM. I just gave some information as a document. I got a presentation. Just see AI as a research copilot, the shift from information scarcity to information overload. So researchers are drowning in too many PDFs, fragmented notes, weak prose paper, comparison. So literature is exploding faster than any human can read. So evolution of evidence synthesis, so from keyword search to semantic mapping, linear manual reading to AI-assisted multi-paper comparison, isolated note making to automated theme, writing from scratch to structured drafting. So quantifiable impact on digital laboratory tools, how much it is increasing, educational skill part, accuracy. So human in the loop of paradigm preserves the scientific integrity, right? So human is always very, very important, right? So raw literature, AI is processing, but validation, ethical check, contextual judgment. So never submit what you have not verified. A lot of people are doing this mistake. They're not verified. So mapping the boundaries of safe automation, human only. Okay, assisting. So what exactly is happening? We have this thing, okay, metrics part. Then taxonomy of AI research capabilities, so discovery engines, screening automation, selecting the right tools, perplexity, constructing architecture prompts, role, task, context, constraints, output, right? The prompting framework. And the better framework is ask AI to act like world's top prompt engineer and give me a super prompt to get world-class output. Evaluating AI performance. Just see the magic. Just see the magic. Entire thing came like a presentation part. Entire thing came like a presentation part. So define your search, semantic discovery, refining inclusion, active listening. Entire thing came like a presentation. This is one thing. So we have seen presentation, we have seen infographic, we have seen evaluation framework. Yeah, we also got conceptual framework as well. We just asked for conceptual framework. Now we got conceptual framework. So traditional research cycle, AI supported research cycle, phase one, scoping and search planning, phase two, refining the evidence base, phase three, deep engagement, safeguarding integrity, and all those things. Okay. So mind map you have seen, video is generating, it is not yet generated. We also got this audio file.
Imagine a researcher, right? They are working on this highly complex, potentially life-saving project.
Yeah, the kind with massive stakes.
Exactly. And they are just
Are you able to hear audio of Notebook LM? The podcast kind of thing, if yes, type one. Are you able to hear?
Yes, sir.
scouring
Yes,
the
sir. It is clear.
literature, and suddenly they stumble across this groundbreaking study. Imagine a researcher, right? They're working on this highly complex. Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hey, why should I use AI when I can directly use my brain?
That is a phenomenal question.
And it cuts right to the core of this whole conversation.
You absolutely should be using your brain.
That is the most valuable part of the entire process.
The point of AI is not to replace your thinking.
Okay, let's unpack this.
It's to accelerate it.
Think of AI as a force multiplier for researchers,
It handles the tedious mechanical work,
like searching, reading, coding, and citing.
all those tasks that consume huge amounts of time.
Time you could spend on actual deep thought.
The literature is just exploding now.
Faster than any one human can read.
So AI helps you manage that massive scale.
It's about surviving the total information overload.
It allows your brain to focus on interpretation and synthesis,
Your originality lies in your judgment.
not in the effort you spend typing keyword. Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
But I have this question, okay? Let's assume all researchers, people into research field, everyone is using AI, then it would be a problem, right? Where would my job be?
That is a completely fair and necessary question.
If the benefit is this huge, shouldn't everyone adopt it?
You would think so, and ideally, yes.
But the sources we reviewed point out a severe barrier to entry.
We're talking about resource issues.
Exactly. Even though the technology is proven to increase productivity significantly,
Like the medical study showing a 67% boost.
the infrastructure costs are massive.
Implementing high-level AI diagnostic tools or state-of-the-art.
Okay, I'm just stopping it here. If it is amazing type 1, this is one mind-blowing thing, okay? Notebook LM is trying to explain the concept, but you can go in between, you can ask questions. It's just like you're asking to your professor in your class. It's like next level thing. What is the greatest advantage? Let's assume I have some document, I'm not understanding it. I created a podcast kind of thing, but I have a doubt. Who will explain again? Should I use one more AI tool? No. We have this advanced features in Notebook LM where you can go in between, like you might be the third person, and AI can help you from there as well. Okay. This is the world that we are living in. Okay. This is one of the greatest time for anyone. Let me go back. Video is not yet generated because video takes time. I'm just waiting for the video. Maybe I'll try to show another video. I'll try to show another video which was created before. Yeah, I think it's video. This is not a cinematic video, it's like a regular video, but still it will help you.
All right, today we're diving into something that's trying to push AI way beyond just a simple chat window. It's called Claude Cowork, and the promise here is pretty huge, an autonomous AI teammate that actually lives on your desktop. So what does that really mean? Let's get into it. You know, for most of us, when we think about AI at work, we're picturing a chat window, right? We paste some text, we ask a question, we get an answer. And look, that's powerful stuff, for sure. But it's also kind of limited. At the end of the day, we're still the ones doing all the heavy lifting. The AI is more like a clever assistant whispering ideas in our ear. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like your AI assistant just hits a wall? You know that feeling? You give it a big, complicated project, and it just starts to stumble, it forgets what you talked about 2 minutes ago, or it just flat out can't do what you need it to do. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not alone. And I bet these frustrations look pretty familiar. I mean, for starters, most AI chats can't even touch the files on your actual computer. They totally lose the thread during a big multi-step project. And trying to get them to juggle multiple documents at once? Oh, it's a nightmare. But honestly, the biggest problem is that you have to be there, constantly, holding its hand and guiding it every single step of the way. And that right there, that frustration, that is the exact problem Claude Cowork is built to solve. This is all about a shift in thinking, moving from a simple conversational partner to an actual coworker, an agent that can truly execute complex tasks for you. So, what exactly is it?
How is it? How is it? Okay, I'm not playing the entire thing, but this is another side of this notebook LM. Okay, so you're getting audio, you're getting video, you're getting presentation, you're getting document, you're getting the mind map part, report part, flashcards part, quiz part, data table, infographic. So one data we are breaking into different types for a good understanding. You can ask questions directly in chat part. You can use some super prompts, and you can directly come here and you can ask anything. And also for you to understand something from the audio part, you can stop, use this hand symbol called as interactive mode, jump into the conversation, talk with that AI. Then once you're done, but we are not sure how much you remember, go to AI quiz, start answering questions, test yourself. I'm just giving some random answers, okay? Let me just open the quiz part. I'm just giving some random answers. So go to next. So it is showing what is right, what is wrong. So let's just type some random. So in this way, once after you going through all those things, you can just use this quiz part as well. Because sometimes the opposite person might ask questions, right? Based upon your research, we can also use this quiz part in beforehand itself. It is showing where we are, what we are doing, and also you can also ask notebook on this one thing, okay? Give me 15 possible questions that people might ask when I submit this research. So it's always good to be prepared, right? So I gave this spelling mistake, but still it will give me the output. So before itself, we are getting prepared. What might be 15 possible questions that people might ask? Deliberately, I gave a couple of mistakes, but still it will help us. So you're getting prepared, and whenever you're going there, automatically you will be, acing in that field. Okay. So with this one thing, I'll end. So let me just wait. So it is trying to evaluate entire documents, all those things, and then it will try to create a summary kind of thing. Okay. Yes, if it is this, if it is mind-blowing type one, based upon your research document, it is giving you possible questions that people can ask. Sometimes whenever you're submitting a research paper, opposite person, they try to grill us with difficult questions, correct? Ask to Notebook LM or ChatGPT, based upon your research paper, what are the gaps, what people can ask, how to answer, all those things, AI is helping you again. Great. So we started with Chat GPT. We started with this concept called as pattern recognition, pattern utilization, pattern creation. Then I gave you an example. It's like, you have some skin issue. Doctor said moisturizing soap. You went to some big mart, they gave some random soap. It's not working for you. Then you went to some expert. Then they said moisturizing soap plus serum. Still, it's not working for you. Then the expert said, moisturizing serum, paraben-free, sulfate-free, and organic. Then that couple of soaps, it started working. So prompting is more about how specific you're going in. A lot of people are asking in a generalized way. I want a research paper on COVID-19 or embedded systems and all those things. But what is exactly happening here? We are just giving the same prompt and asking AI to construct a deeper prompt. Tag like world's top prompt engineer and give me a super prompt so that I can get world-class output. Then we got a mind-blowing super prompt. Once when you get that super prompt, you're getting very, 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 very deep insights. That is where you're getting into top 5% of the people. Then we have also seen ChatGPT, please share how top 0.001% of the people who are coming onto your platform, how they are using AI and getting great output. How they are asking different questions. What are the different questions? Okay. What are the different things that they are doing? Because research is all about what kind of questions you are asking. The better questions you ask, the better kind of outputs you get. Again, there we are extracting secret number two. Okay. From there, we have also seen with respect to data analytics. We have Gemini in our Google Sheets. We have Copilot in our Excel. Otherwise, you can directly pull the data sheet, give it to ChatGPT, it will analyze. If you want to create dashboard charts, no matter what, you don't know formulas, nothing. But still, AI can actually help you, okay? Help you create all those things without your involvement. And from there, things become very, very easy for you. Then we have seen with respect to writing, Claude is great, deep research part, Perplex is great. We have this deep research feature in all these tools. Okay, you can use deep research feature as well. Then we have seen one mind-blowing tool called as Notebook LM. It's like you talking to your own, research part. You're deep, getting into the deep conversation. You're asking to that podcast people. They're trying to help you out. You're getting a mind map, PDF, PPT, all those things. Okay, video, audio, flashcards, report writing, and all those things from there. Okay. So with that note, I think yes, this class was slightly deep, but this is how we can create a difference compared to any other person who is working on similar kind of tools. Yes, AI will not take away our jobs, AI will not take away our business, but a person using AI will replace a person who is not using AI. In the past, we had this reason, okay, I don't know coding, I don't have technical knowledge. There is a reason why I'm unable to do a lot of things, but now the biggest programming language is prompting. So if you know prompting, what is prompting? Using your natural language, using your English, using your Telugu. If you know English, Telugu, Hindi, Marathi, Kannada, whatever language, just use it and you'll get greater output. So we never had this kind of advantage. It is like Vasikaran sir plus Chitti. So even now, Uday was working alone in the past. RVR sir was working alone in the past. Chetan sir was working alone in the past. But now we have ChatGPT, Claude, and all these things. So it's the greatest advantage for us. Yes. Once when you get your report from AI, try to use your style, try to use your voice, try to use your way and write. Then I think there would be no reason why you should not be top in your field. So thank you so much, Dr. RVR Garu, for inviting me. It is a great honor for me to be with you all, and always RVR sir keeps inspiring me. There is a reason why I thought of spending 10 more minutes, so I was extending my session. But yeah, thank you so much, Dr. RVR Garu, and all the hosting team for conducting this wonderful session. And I see almost close to 300 people are there after 2 hours as well. It shows how keen you are with respect to learning. So that's really a wonderful thing. So thank you so much for having me here. My email ID, phone number, okay, I'll drop in chat box. You can share feedback with me as well. And also our team has shared you a feedback form. You can just go with the feedback form. Thank you so much. Have a great year ahead. This would be a mind-blowing AI year. Just take the advantage. Just launch your rockets and just take things forward from there. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and Vande Mataram.
Thank you so much, sir. This is from the organizing team, this FDP. Already the feedback form is filling up with lots of positive responses, sir. The session is really great today. Thank you so much. Thanks to Dr. RVR also for introducing us such a good resource person. And starting from ChatGPT to NoteLM, we have learned so many AI tools today. And personally, I came to know about the super prompt and the deep research, which I didn't explore till now. I don't know that option that there is deep research in ChatGPT. Every day we use ChatGPT for a construction of small paragraph also. Really, it's a good session. And coming to Notebook LM, this is one of the new AI tool which most of the participants have learned in today's session. So it's really good and very informative and useful session, sir. Thank you so much. And if as a few of the participants, if they want to ask questions, I know it is dinner time for everyone, but still some people are raising their hand. Sir, with your permission, can we have a small question time?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
AS Babu Garu is raising his hand. Sir, you can unmute and ask the question. Sir, you please unmute, sir. Babu sir, please unmute. Babu sir, do you want to ask the question? No. Okay. Somebody with
Babu sir, you were given unmute option. Please ask the question.
Very good evening, sir.
Yes,
And
sir, good
it was a
evening.
wonderful session and have ignited minds of the people. This is a galaxy of intellectuals, actually, because most of the people have been working in teaching field. So they have been rendering services to the students. And Book LM and this Notebook LM new tool have introduced. Actually, in this particular session, it is there. You have given a very nice presentation, cool presentation. At the same time, you have mentioned one thing. It may take some days to get that explained, but even 1.5 hours, you have given wonderful information to us. I have been working with the Medical Education Society group of institutions as associate professor in the Department of BS&H. Let me ask one thing, sir. And everybody is talking about the ChatGPT, but the thing is, we people have lost reading habits because more very eminent people, experts, wrote many books and they introduced content to us on various fields. But we people become lazy just to click on ChatGPT, get the information. But as far as being a faculty of English, I get some wrong information also through ChatGPT compared with standard books. So still we need to refer standard books to get a valid information before rendering services to the students. It's very important component to us. But definitely we have to acknowledge acquaint with new tools is very important component, no doubt at all.
Exactly.
Even research or something like that, we need to study something. And the thing is, getting something, it is a cakewalk for us in terms of getting these tools. But we are not to be lazy, and at the same time, this is applicable to both students as well as teachers. So, for what extent you said one thing, after coming 4 years, definitely there is no need of referring books. Okay, it's okay, I agree with you. But do we need to refer standard books still now or not? That's the question from my side. Your session is wonderful and simply I like it because I have been listening to many conferences since morning, but this is the fourth one, even though it's a wonderful session and we have to learn something how to present the things in a cool manner from you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. That's really wonderful. I want to break into two parts, okay? Recently, I've attended one international program where for 4 days they charge around 50,000 rupees. This is a 60-hour program in 4 days. So 15 hours a day, it's very difficult to extract information, write assignments and all those things. So biggest problem for me was integrating those 60 hours into my workflow was very difficult. So I asked them for coaching. Normally what happens with coach, they'll sit with you, they'll integrate. They said they'll charge 3 lakhs for 6 months. 18 sessions they'll give. I purchased Claude Cowork for $20, approximately $20. I just gave my assignment, entire document of 100 pages. Claude Cowork was able to do the entire coaching, sir. I was literally mind blown because what might have taken me 3 lakhs for next 6 months, Claude Cowork was understanding my patterns, mindset, what exactly they were training in that program. Based upon that, it was able to give me the coaching part. In that way, obviously AI would help us. Second thing, yes, obviously there would be some hallucinations and all those things, but that is the reason I said we always have to cross-check data. If I'm an algebra teacher, if it is saying x plus 10y equal to 40, I will always try to understand the framework, what exactly is happening over there. I'll not directly go copy paste. So that is one thing. Whatever is coming from AI, we'll go back and we'll try to verify. Then only we'll teach to our students. Till now, I'm an algebra teacher working with my own hard work, with my own knowledge, with my seniors' expertise. If my senior is there, they'll help. If my senior is not there, they'll not help. Or I have to wait till Monday morning. But now I can use ChatGPT or Claude or DeepSeek, whatever tool it is. So there, that is one advantage. But yes, we have to use our intellect, try to understand things. And what I meant by after 4 years or 5 years, we need not go back to books is someone who is writing book as of now, they'll also refer to a lot of other books, right? Then only they'll write. In the same way, after 4 years, if they have to write a book, they have to refer all these things, whatever is happening, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and all those things. By the time they write book, we'll have one more new thing. Instead of that, as I've shown you, Google Skills or Claude, Anthropic Academy or OpenAI Academy, there constantly things are being updated. So yes, instead of you referring to books, you can go beyond those platforms because normally for a book to update, it will take at least 3 to 4 months, but ChatGPT every 1 or 2 weeks it is getting updated. So obviously we have to be, in that pace for us to take advantage of AI with respect to future. Otherwise, yes, we can still go with the book format. But yes, my book is printed in the month of August. Still, it's not printed till now. But now Claude Cowork is there. Book, they're telling about Claude, General Claude. Obviously, the guy who is using the internet and who is updated with respect to Claude University, they'll have more advantage. So yes, we have to use our intellect. Otherwise, we'll become lazy, obviously. But AI is more like, it is like Chitti. As I said, Vasikaran sir, we are not replacing Vasikaran Rajnikant sir. We are just bringing Chitti so that Chitti will have that speed, Vasikaran will have that intellect. With both, it will like unstoppable evolution.
Thank you very much for your nice input, sir. I also thank the team of Lendi regarding this particular FDP. It's a second day. It's a wonderful. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. One more question from G. Umadevi. Madam. G. Umadevi, madam. Please, if you want to ask the question, please unmute. Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. Yes.
Good evening. Yeah, very wonderful section, sir. So
Thank you.
informative. And my question is, actually, I'm doing research in electronics EC department and nanotechnology. So actually, I wanted to write a paper in IEEE for journal, IEEE journal. So actually, I asked ChatGPT to write a paper, like whatever the content I have, everything I've uploaded as a document, and I'm expecting it to write in a IEEE format. So can I get it from there?
Yes, ma'am. But especially for writing, Always
Mm.
use Claude, okay? Claude is very good for writing. Claude is very good for analyzing deep documents. Example, if
Okay.
you're giving a 200-page document to ChatGPT, so it
Okay.
might not extract entire information in the right way. But when you're giving it to Claude, it can extract information in a very deep way. So always use Claude for deep research part or something like deep documents, deep PDFs for writing. Claude is always great. And don't say in that one line format. As I said, whatever you want, first you say. Then say, act like world's top prompt engineer and try to reframe the above prompt so that I can get a world-class output. Then you'll get a larger prompt. Copy that prompt, go to Claude, paste it, then you'll get a better output compared to
Sir,
one or two lines.
if you don't mind, can you spell what it is? Is it cloud or is it
Claude,
CLOD?
Claude, Claude,
Okay. Okay.
Claude.
Okay. Thank
So
you so much, sir.
1 month
Thank you.
back, it was actually shaking the world. This is Claude, ma'am. So
Uh,
CLAUD, Claude AI.
okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, done.
Thank you, madam. Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it good to use open AI tool or which is purchased by us to avoid the plagiarism? If we have our own version, can we avoid plagiarism?
Yes, ma'am. It is always good to use tools as well. But again, if you go to any premium tools, right, still there would be, slight changes, slight things would be there. It's always good to use our own thing. If you have your own thing, there is no problem. But yes, if you're trying to pull some data from someone else, the problem would be there. Otherwise, there would be no problem. You also
Okay,
have
sir.
this tool called as Monica.ai. I say it's really wonderful. But yes, it is a China-based tool. So if you have any issues with China, you can just ignore that tool. But yes, Monica is also one tool where a lot of times if you go to these tools, right, regular tools, they'll ask for the premium part. But in Monica, you have this thing called as AI detector. So once you go to detector, you can paste your content over here. So it will help you understand things as well. So compared to other tools, you can also use, okay, I didn't share my screen. So just go to Monica. So Monica.ai. So normally all tools are premium. Here also Monica can, detect till some 500 words or some limit is there. Yeah. So you can just paste it here. It can share what exactly it is. Even your content, you have some issues with respect to content, just give one line to Claude or ChatGPT, ask it to humanize or, say whatever you don't want or whatever issue that you're facing, it will help you. Always one thing, everyone, whenever you have this question, right, you need not wait for someone from, AI expertise to answer you. Always try to use ChatGPT. So whenever you have a question, give that question, ask ChatGPT to act like world's top AI expert and help me understand this topic in a very simple manner, giving real life examples. ChatGPT will give you a better answer as well. Okay, so you can also use it in that way. What are the tools to use? I always say this one thing. You need not collect tools from anyone. You can directly go to ChatGPT, ask it to act like expert. You'll get 100 tools. Ask it to, give it based upon rating top 10 tools. Go and try those one or two tools or three tools. Okay. That is where you can get a lot of ideas as well. Because otherwise, people will give you 100 tools. Tomorrow, new tool will come. So if you do web search with respect to ChatGPT, you'll get up-to-date tools as well. Okay. Great.
Thank you, sir. One last question from Suresh,
Sure.
sir. Suresh, sir.
Yes,
Suresh,
sir.
sir, if you are there, please unmute. Yes, sir.
Yes, am I audible, madam?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Good evening, sir. First of all, thank you very much for such a nice session on AIs.
Thank you.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, perfectly audible.
My question is, sir, nowadays people are working GPTs in Chat GPT.
Yes.
Shall we need a subscription for creating GPTs or free version, or is there any chances for that?
No, in premium version only we can create custom GPTs. Custom GPT is more like creating our own mini chat GPT.
Yeah.
So in that custom GPT part, let's assume I have premium. So if you go to
Right.
custom GPTs, click on Explore GPT, click on Create. Okay. Once when you click on Create, you can say Research Scholar GPT. You can describe. Okay.
Sir.
Description is like, you help me with respect to doing my research. Give instructions. So instructions can be, The same super prompt, you can paste your instruction. Conversation starters, you can give knowledge, you can upload some files. So in
Because
this
I
way,
want to create a mini GPT on physics subject.
yes, you
So
can
I
create it
thought,
from here, sir. Premium, you require premium.
but I thought of that, but it is not opening in FreeJet.
Yes.
So can I know from your side what is the cost for ChatGPT's premium? Because
ChatGPT
already you are having
$20.
$20. Okay, okay.
Correct, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That's all questions from the participant side. Avir, sir, please wind up the session.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Uday sir. Thank you so much for your wonderful enlightenment session. I hope you heard the feedback from all our participants. They felt very happy. In fact, it is very much useful to all the professors and the faculty members, those who are in the research area. Thank you. It is a wonderful session, sir. Thank you so much. So we are digitally sending flowers. Please accept it, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
From the gratitude of love from Lindy family. Thank you so much, sir.
So thank you, team Lendy. Thank you once again, Arya sir, for connecting me with some beautiful people. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you all the participants also for the patience listening. So let us wind up the session. Thank you.